Have you ever had a thought that seemed to come from deep within you, almost as if it weren't your own? Carl Jung did too, and he believed that there's a hidden well of such knowledge inside us all, buried deep down in our unconscious. Jung, the pioneering Swiss psychiatrist, spent his life exploring these great mysteries of the mind. He introduced concepts like archetypes, dreams, and synchronicity to help us pin down and try to understand the hidden forces that shape our thoughts and our behaviors. So, how can we discover what our minds are trying to tell us? By exploring Jung's groundbreaking psychological theories, we can unlock our unconscious secrets. According to Jung, the human psyche is like an iceberg. At the top is the conscious mind. This is the part of your mind that's active right now as you listen to these words and process your thoughts and feelings. The conscious mind is where your immediate awareness resides. But beneath the surface of the conscious lies the personal unconscious. This is where memories and experiences are stored. You may have forgotten many of these or even repressed them, meaning you've buried them deep because they're too difficult to confront. These subconscious memories can shape your actions. Have you ever had a strong emotional reaction to something for no apparent reason? An unexplained response can often be traced back to something stored in the personal unconscious. Then there's the deepest layer, the collective unconscious. Unlike the personal unconscious, which is unique to each individual, the collective unconscious is shared by all human beings. The collective unconscious contains archetypes, universal symbols and patterns that all humans recognize, no matter their culture or upbringing. Jung believed that all three levels of the iceberg, the conscious mind, the personal unconscious, and the collective unconscious, work together to shape who we are. Our individual experiences influence us, of course, but there's an even deeper layer, one that connects us all through shared patterns and ideas. So what did Jung mean by archetypes exactly? Archetypes are the characters in the great story of humanity. They play key roles in our lives, often appearing in our dreams, in the stories we tell, and even in our everyday behavior. Take the mother archetype, for example. The mother is a universal symbol of nurturing, protection, and care. From the warmth of Mother Teresa to the fierce power of the Hindu goddess Kali, the mother archetype manifests in many forms, and it's instinctual, like when a stranger is compelled to care for a crying child. Then there's the hero, fearless, brave, and ready to sacrifice for a cause. From the legendary knights of medieval times to everyday heroes like firefighters, the hero archetype represents our collective desire for courage and triumph. It's the part of us that wants to conquer obstacles and fight for something greater than ourselves. However, according to Jung, not all archetypes in the collective unconscious are necessarily positive. The shadow archetype represents the darker parts of ourselves, the things we don't like to acknowledge. It's the hidden side of our personalities, and it might show up in moments of anger, jealousy, or frustration. There are also the anima and animus, representing the feminine and masculine energies within us. Whether a man embodies the softer, more compassionate side of his anima, or a woman expresses her animus through assertive leadership, these collective energies influence individual behaviors and interactions. Learning about archetypes helps us understand ourselves and the patterns we're drawn to, revealing the most profound aspects of our nature as human beings. Dreams are one of the most fascinating and mysterious ways that the unconscious mind speaks to us. Jung believed that dreams don't communicate messages literally, but rather through symbols. For example, if you dream about climbing a mountain, it might symbolize a difficult challenge in your life. The struggle in the dream may reflect your feelings about the difficulty of reaching your goal. And if you reach the summit, that might represent an accomplishment waiting to be achieved in real life. According to Jung, we shouldn't rely on generic dream dictionaries to interpret our dreams. Instead, we should consider what each symbol means to us personally. Maybe a snake, a traditional symbol of danger, is something that you see as beautiful or intriguing. The key to dream interpretation is decoding personal symbols by tapping into your own feelings and experiences. Jung believed we could unlock hidden insights about ourselves by paying attention to the symbols in our dreams. Think of these symbols as a series of clues. When we learn the language of these symbols, we can act as detectives to solve the mysteries of our own psyches, grasping the deeper emotions and desires that our unconscious minds are trying to communicate. One of Jung's most fascinating and seemingly magical concepts is synchronicity. It happens when certain events align in ways that seem too meaningful to be mere coincidence. Perhaps you think about an old friend you haven't seen in years, and they call you that same day. Or maybe you start humming a song from your past, and then hear it playing in a cafe. These coincidences feel significant, even though there's no apparent cause and effect relationship. Experiencing synchronicity can feel like a sign, a nudge from the universe urging us to pay closer attention. Jung believed that synchronicity was connected to the unconscious mind. The uncanny connection of seemingly random events might stem from the collective unconscious, linking us to deeper, more universal patterns. The idea of synchronicity challenges us to consider that life might be more than a series of random events. Maybe there's a deeper thread connecting things in ways we don't fully understand. Taking note of synchronicity encourages us to look beyond the surface and consider what role the unconscious mind might play in bringing these things together. Another term often associated with the unconscious is individuation. Jung believed that each of us has a true self hidden beneath layers of external influences and societal expectations. The path to individuation is about finding that true self and embracing it fully. Individuation is about integrating all parts of yourself, both conscious and unconscious. It's like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. Each piece represents a different part of your psyche, like your strengths or your fears. Individuation requires facing the parts of yourself that you may have ignored or repressed. It means confronting the shadow, accepting your vulnerabilities, and embracing your feminine and masculine aspects. The process of individuation is never an easy one. It's a path that demands introspection, honesty, and courage. But the reward is a sense of inner harmony and fulfillment. As you come to terms with all aspects of who you are, you can live more consciously. This deeper awareness not only connects you more deeply to yourself, but to others too. Exploring the unconscious isn't something that can be done overnight. It's a lifelong journey, but thanks to Jung, there are a few practical methods you can use to delve into the hidden parts of your mind. A simple yet powerful exercise is dream journaling. As soon as you wake up, write down whatever you can remember from your dreams. Use your dream journal to capture those fleeting symbols before they fade, and begin to decode what your unconscious is trying to tell you. Meditation is another powerful tool for exploring the unconscious. Sitting in silence, focusing on your breath, and allowing your thoughts to come and go freely can help reveal hidden feelings or insights. Another practical technique, developed by Jung himself, is active imagination. This practice is like guided daydreaming. You engage with symbols or characters from your dreams by having a conversation with them. You might ask why they showed up or what they wanted, and you might learn a few new things about yourself. Another option is free writing. Set a timer for 20 minutes, start writing, and don't stop. Resist the urge to fix typos or cross something out. This approach helps bypass the critical mind and allows deeper thoughts to flow freely. It's like opening a door to your unconscious and seeing what emerges. Carl Jung's theories about the unconscious mind are important intellectual concepts, to be sure, but they're also much more than that. Jung's philosophies offer an actionable guide to understanding the deeper forces that shape who we are and how we live. By exploring archetypes, dreams, synchronicity, and individuation, we can learn to unlock hidden parts of ourselves and embark on a journey of self-awareness and growth. The unconscious may seem unbreachable, but with Jung's help, it can offer us a roadmap to a richer and more authentic life, if we're brave enough to listen.